this has been playing out both on Bitcoin and on the Nasdaq for the orb. You see, so this is kind of faked out, but quickly came back in. Now, what I would be expecting now, we're inside the orb, but I would expect this to hold as support for this session and break out of this session for the Nasdaq. Bitcoin is already doing that. If you see, we respected this, we like faked out to the outside, then we tried to break out, couldn't quite manage it. But look at this beautiful John Wick here. This week on the 5 minutes is giving us indication that a lot of buyers are stepping in, right? Now, this can easily be invalidated if this becomes like, if there's an engulfing candle that goes below this recent low. So instead of moving that, I'll just move this one to here. So we don't want it to see this go below 104,765 and stay there, right? So what we want to do is we want to see this keep pushing up, and we are now make this 104,850 support. If that happens, I do expect that we'll see total 3 break out of this 830 billion mark, which would then trigger most likely a downward breakdown, a hold of this resistance on Bitcoin dominance, and give us some outperformance on altcoins, at least for the short term or for today. So I'm looking at Ethereum doing basically nothing. I did take a position in CRV and in SPX. I'll explain you my reasoning. So what I'm seeing here is that CRV is already kind of breaking out, right? It did this big impulsive move, and now it's consolidating. So what I would hope for here, and again, this is a bet, right? What we hope for here, if we're positioning right here, is for this to actually be an actual breakout and not a fake out. So we're putting a very tight stop loss around here, but then we want to get to at least this highs over here. And that becomes a 3.5 to 1 RR ratio. So I am in curve. Let me show you a trade. Got in here. You see this breakout? Right. So I got in here, kind of took this downward slope, which we hope is kind of support, but we're hanging out here with a stop loss around here, right? This is kind of where we stand. So the stop loss is quite tight, right? Because we're hoping that this range does not come and feel this. This is a kind of a gap, right? This making a gap on these two candles. So what we're hoping is for continuation of this breakout. If we do, we might have ourselves a profitable trade, assuming that this continues to break out of this range. The other one that I took is SPX. It's been super strong, and maybe it's time for it to correct. We don't know. This kind of ruins the chart, so we cannot see the upward momentum. But absent this, you would see a huge parabola of the 3x multiple in here. So I do think this has a lot of reflexivity to the upward side. We've seen it here with my trades, but it's been super volatile so far. So it does tend to fake you out to the downside. So I took a position here, building on the fact that this may be building support here. Do you see this? So my bet here is that this will hold as some kind of support. Of course, I'm not putting the stop right below here, right? I'm giving this another candle, and this would be my stop loss, right? Under the previous bullish candle. So this might come in and even fake out here, but this is kind of already where I see buyers stepping in. Do you see this as well? So this is my bet. Now, mind you, I'm kind of down to my last two trades. So these are my two Hail Mary positions on this account. So this is a kind of a must work scenario in order for us to save this account and hopefully get it certified. So this is where we stand, guys. I just want to jump into this quick update on where I stand. You see that the position has just been starting to turn to the upside. I was in the red for the last kind of last hour or so. So yeah, what the exercise today is just going to be sticking with our thesis, right? We want this to be a continuation move and not just a fake out. If so, we want to see, you see Bitcoin's already holding this as support. You can see this. So for now, the orb strategy is working. And as you can see, my son's is already calling for my attention. So we'll leave it here, guys. These are my positions: long CRV, long SPX, and Yala to Valhalla. ¿Qué pasó, mi amor? Ven.